Right here second. I guess I'm third.
What, to go get a haircut?
Yeah.
Who cut your hair? Who cut your hair, man?
We live already?
Yes, we're live.
Did I set the screen?
Hello.
What's up? What's up? God damn. That's right. I did set it on the time. When did I set it on the time? Oh, I went live right here on this phone. What's going on? Let's go. Let's get this thing running. I'm gonna get it running as we going.
Welcome to Big Daddy's house with your host, Travell Wiggins. But ladies, he wants you to call him Big Daddy.
Hey, since we already live and you know what we do, welcome to another episode of Big Daddy's house. What's up? What's up? You got me and the crew here. Hey, Sandra D, the place to be. Talk to him, Sandra D.
Happy Monday, y'all. We here.
Hey, Odell, say what's up to everybody, my guy.
Yo, what's going on with everybody tonight?
You know we blessed and we being intentional with it. Hey, T Renee, with something to say? Go ahead, girl.
Hey, y'all.
Man, it's a beautiful thing. Whitehead in the building on time. Talk to me, White.
Time, and we ain't wasting no dimes. Let's go, baby.
Come on. Say that. We wait for Juno to come up in here, but we got a great show tonight as usual. Me and the crew is being intentional, growing this podcast and making things shake and do what it do. Always and forever, god dang. Before we do that, man, you know we always give a prayer to our Lord for being good. Whitehead, give us something, my brother. Give us something, my brother.
And I was gonna ask for this one, right? You know, so Heavenly Father, we here today as a group of one unit called Big Daddy's House. We ask you to cover us and cover the watchers who are watching us, so that we may give them the knowledge that they need to receive in their mind of any type of thought going through something, helping, hurting, anything that they need. We may be able to transparently give that to them. In your grace and your mercy, in the name of Jesus, we pray. We say, Amen.
Amen. Well, that's what it is. And usually, before we get started, we let everybody take a few minutes to go share this thing to your respective locations, and we'll be right back with y'all here on Big Daddy House. Let's go, y'all. What's up, everybody in the comments? TikTok, what it do? Let me turn the mic over here. I'm all throwed off today. I went live on the other phone, messing up this right over here. We being intentional tonight, y'all. Share this thing to your lives, y'all. Share this thing to your lives. Make sure you go ahead and share this thing to your lives real quick. Hey, I want your body, the way you touch me, right in your Chevy. You can be my big daddy. Hey. And as we do, we back, y'all. We back. You know how we do it. Me and the crew. We back in the building. Hey, we usually, Odell usually start with some sports, and we're gonna let Odell come back in here and give us some sports. OD with the sports. Talk to me, my guy. Where are you? OD, you hear me? OD with the sports. Talk to me, OD. Where you at, bro? OD had to go pee. That what he gonna do. Whitehead back. OD had to go pee. Talk to me, OD.
Oh, I'm right here. Sorry,
Let's go.
Sorry.
Let's go, my guy.
Good evening, everybody. Got a little sports for you.
Hey, y'all.
Playoffs is on. So right now, we got number 4, number 5, the Cavaliers and the Magic going at it. They're in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes left. And the Cavs has a commanding lead over the Magic, 87-69. Then you also have the Knicks and 76ers playing right now. They in the third quarter with 5 minutes. And it's a tightly contested game with Philly leading by 3, 67-64. Then later tonight at 10, the Lakers and the Nuggets will be going at it for game 2.
So you really think with the East, come on, I just really want some insights. You really think Boston got what it takes to go take it to the house? Because I keep hearing a lot of people talking and really not making no sense to me.
Like I said, I'm not sold on Boston just yet. I mean, yeah, they did have a commanding win over the Heat in game 1, but that's just one game, and you know how Miami like to bounce back. So for me personally, I'm not sold on Boston until Boston wins. Plain and simple, because they've proven they can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they have proven that he can make it to the finals. But every time they've even made it to the conference finals or the finals, they get bust up on. So that's why for me, I mean, unless Boston wins this year, I'm not sold on it. So we just got to see what happens.
Well, that's what's up, man. Well,
but I will say though,
go ahead.
The team that everybody is least not worried about, which I think can make a splash depending on how they playing right now, is the Knicks.
I don't really trust the Knicks. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't really trust the Knicks. I don't know why.
I mean, got to hit or miss with the Knicks, man. The Knicks does give good playing and everything, but sometimes they on that roller coaster, man. They like to do the up and down thing. So we're gonna see what happens. Like I said, the Knicks right now is, matter of fact, they got the lead right now. They up 68-67, so they just scored 4 points in the last minute and a half. So the Knicks are handling their business, man. They're handling their business. So we just gonna see what happens with the rest of the playoffs, man.
I just really want to see what they goddamn do. I'm just so sick and tired of dealing with the craziness with the Heat. I don't really care about nobody else. I ain't gonna hold you. Sandra D with the rundown. Talk to me, Queen.
So y'all know I'm not like a big rap person at all, but this thing with Chris Brown and Quavo got me like in a little chokehold. So Chris Brown dropped his bars the other day, and Quavo came back. And I just like to say, Quavo, no. I feel like he shouldn't have came back to Chris Brown. I feel like he shouldn't have had a comeback. It was terrible. I'm not a big rap person like that, but I used to listen to rap like, back in my younger times. And I feel like,
how old are you?
I'm 44, but
don't be telling people. Don't tell people that.
Girl, you look 25. I get it. But no. But I don't really, when I say I don't really listen to rap, I listen to like whatever come on the radio. I don't have a rap artist that I love. I'm from like the DMX era. I like real rap. I don't like this bubblegum crap where they're just saying anything. It ain't even no real words. I like stories in my raps. I like real rappers. So I don't know what this new rap is, but I don't subscribe to it.
So you saying the new rap is
I don't feel the new rap like I used to. Like I like Busta Rhymes. I like DMX. I used to like Jay-Z back in the day. So I like older stuff. I don't necessarily like the newer stuff. But back to Quavo. Quavo's rap was ass, okay? And he shouldn't have did it. Chris Brown did his big one, and I don't know if people remember, but back in the day, Chris Brown used to do all the ciphers on BET, like all the ciphers, and he used to tear up. And I don't understand why would Quavo think that because he's light-skinned or because he's because he's a singer, he can't rap, because maybe you weren't watching all those ciphers before you became famous.
We don't give a damn about because he light skinned or whatnot.
But that's what Quavo was saying. It's gonna be a light skin, dark skin battle. That's what he said in his rap. So corny. Oh, it wasn't good.
Chris Brown really can rap, but I don't know what I don't know
what Quavo thought. He should have just left it alone.
He really got it. Gang.
All I'm gonna say is this, yo. The way Chris Brown did that diss rap, that diss tape, that diss mix. Right. Let me tell you something, bro. You got to learn. You as a man. We got 3 fellas on here.
Hey, hold on.
You all got to learn.
Wait, real quick. Okay, that TikTok say that new rap was trash. Mm-hmm. Shout out TikTok, man.
You got to learn. You got to learn when to step back and be like, you know what? I'm gonna let this one. Homie got it. I'm good. Bro, the way Chris Brown did him in that diss track, bro.
Yeah.
I saw somebody.
If he wasn't gonna try to come back hard, he should have maybe he should have gave himself a couple of days, let it marinate or something. Because that right there was too quick and it was garbage.
Hey man, shout out Miss Andrew. What up? What up? What up, Tara? I see you in the building, Elijah. Hey, Ariel in the house, y'all. We got Miss Armstrong in here. What's going on, y'all? Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Shout out TikTok. Shout out Instagram. All y'all live over here being intentional with us. But Chris Brown is a beast. Chris Brown is a beast, and I wish somebody find somebody to play with, because that boy is a rap, but he not no gangbanger. I don't know why. Everybody keep thinking that he a gangbanger. He is affiliated because since he moved to California, he wanted to be a thug so bad, but he not really a Pyru. Like the Pyru's already cleared that up. Like real OG Pyru's already cleared that up. I mean, I said what I said.
Okay, so we're gonna leave that alone. We'll leave it alone. So how about this mother in Miami, so drunk that she dropped her freaking baby in the ocean? 7-month-old baby, 7-month-old baby. It was so intoxicated she couldn't even like an innocent bystander had to come rescue her baby. So she got arrested for child neglect.
Wow.
And because she was see-through, the judge just recommended the judge just no time, no nothing.
Don't skip over that. She was who through?
See-through. So
what you trying to say?
Don't do that to me.
What you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that if you're a certain pigment, if you're a certain, persuasion, sometimes the law is on your side. So basically, the judge told her that she would need to go to NA or AA in order to get her child back, and just recommended some things, some resources for her. She didn't get any punishment or anything. She just went to jail. She was able to get out, and they gave her a couple resources that she could look into.
Somebody said if that was us, we would be in prison. That's what they said. They said that if that was if that was us. Hey, Whitehead, people saying you being nice since you gave a prayer, bro. What's going on with you, Whitehead? Why everybody coming after you, man?
They missed them.
That's what it is. Wow, who got the extra microphone that hit me over there? So while we getting a little break, because we do have a special guest, let me go into some of our sponsors real quick. Y'all stay tuned here on Big Daddy's House.
Take me down.
Yo, at Big Daddy's House. Make sure y'all stop through and check out my girl Silla B's. Silla B's Kitchen, man. They're serving the finest loaded baked potatoes, loaded pastas, and their legendary loaded garlic mashed potato bowls. They in Pompano, y'all. Slide through 3000 Northwest 6th Court and cop some of the finest loaded baked potatoes stacked with all your favorite toppings. And plus, don't forget to dig into the pastas bursting with flavors and crafted with fresh ingredients. And don't forget to mark your calendars on Saturday. They got their special signature Philly cheesesteak. Going to be on the fire, dog. It's going to be on the fire with their fries. Listen, Silla B's open Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Tell them Travell sent you. You heard this commercial at Big Daddy's House. Silla B's Kitchen. Y'all get there. Fresh ingredients, great customer service. You don't want to miss out, man. Go support our local community, bro. Listen, man, you tired of being crazy or looking crazy? Get over there to Raw Pieces ASAP. Hit up Miss Creasha or Miss Pat. Tell them Travell sent you over here at Big Daddy's House, because they specialize in hats, belts, wallets, purses, all the stuff that you need to stay fly, bro. All the accessories. This is the hottest spot for all your accessories and all your needs. Raw Pieces, they open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Slide through and check them out, bro. Great customer service. Please hit up Miss Creasha or Miss P at 754-444-1915. That's 754-444-1915. Tell them you heard the commercial over here at Big Daddy's House. Raw Pieces, spot for all your accessories and getting fly needs, bro. Hey guys, introducing Cigar Porn Smoke Shop. That's right, Cigar Porn Smoke Shop. Your one-stop shop for all your smoking needs. Located conveniently in Pompano Beach at 801 South Dixie Highway West, Suite 8, Pompano Beach, Florida. Listen, at Cigar Porn, they got everything that you need, from the premier cigars to your top-notch smoking accessories. You don't want to miss it. Cigar Porn. You can reach them at 954-579-6606. That's 954-579-6606. And ladies, don't forget to unleash all your inner diva and stop by and test your skills on the stripper pole at Cigar Porn Smoke Shop. Let them know you heard this commercial on Big Daddy's House, y'all. Cigar Porn Smoke Shop. Got everything you need. Hey, if you or anybody you know looking for a personal injury lawyer, look no further. Hit up my buddy Scott Sobel at GotInjured.com. He specializes in car accidents, slip and fall, nursing home neglect, and wrongful death cases. If you're looking for the right man for the right job, hit up Scott Sobel. I'm telling you, 2000. That's 954-440-2000. Tell them Travell sent you. Trust me. Scott Tobel, the man for the job.
And as usual, we want to thank all our beautiful sponsors that's always here showing love to us, man. Also, shout out Glass House Custom Pools, LLC. That's Glass House Custom Pools, LLC. Their motto is they do it right the first time. Hit up my big cousin Al at 561-860-6959. That's 561-860-6959. We got any more? I think my girl T Renee had a letter tonight. I'm sorry, I think T Renee had a letter tonight. T Renee, where we at?
Just a moment.
Our guest will be here shortly. So after the letter, we're gonna go right into our guest for the night.
I guess it's a question, more so them looking for advice. It reads, and this is for everybody, panel and listeners. I've been with my boyfriend for over 5 years, and sex is getting boring. It's not that he does not satisfy me. It's just the same thing over and over again. What can I do to tell him that we need to spice it up without him getting offended? They said, okay, I said that because in previous times when I told him I want to spice it up, he acted as if I was saying that he wasn't satisfying me. But he does satisfy me. It's just the same old routine. And when we first met and we first started dating, like the first beginning of our relationship, it was a little spicy. It was more spontaneous. It was a little more foreplay. And now that we've been in, I guess she's saying, and now that we've been in it for years and we have kids, it's just, I'm tired. Let's just get it. And I think it should be more than that.
She directed this letter to any one of us on the panel?
Everybody, panel and listeners.
He better go get some Chippendales.
Hey, Juno.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Juno.
She needs the I would say initiate a night and do something different.
Role play.
Maybe she got to do it instead of waiting on him. Somebody say
that's a good idea.
That's what I'm saying. She set up
Precious,
a night, Saturday night or something, and be like, "Yo, babe, when you come in, put this on." Oh, what's going on? Just do it.
Or maybe she got to say, or maybe not even that. Like he at work and she home before him. Maybe she need to go and take her a good bath, and have on her either the birthday suit or some lingerie or something, spice it up. But I say role play.
If she wants some good sex, maybe she need to make some collard greens with a little bit of okra. You did with some white rice. You heard what I said.
Saturday, did you hear that?
And just put it in.
I'm not gonna stoop to his level.
And just put it in the bed. That's how you have good sex. That's how you have good sex with some good cornbread and stuff like that. That's how you have good sex. I see our guest just came in, so we're gonna answer these questions a few more times. Then we're gonna bring our guests up. But I said she really need to spice it up. Listen, if you're not.
It's him.
It's not him. She need to tell him what she wants.
She already did.
I think because he's so. Go ahead,
Go ahead, Sandra D. Go ahead.
Because he's the one that's thinking like it's like taking it personal, like thinking like, oh, it's me. Maybe she need to give him a massage. Let the kids go to your sister's house or your cousin's house, and when he come home from work, you let him go take a bath, give him a nice massage. Get him in the mood. Like maybe
he be stank. He be stank.
But what if he worked all day? So give him a nice massage.
What if they can't go to the sister house? You're gonna have to put him down.
Give him some Benadryl. Give him a little Benadryl. They'll be okay.
Oh, Lord.
Let me tell you. Hold on. I got a story about Benadryl. I had a friend who gave his baby Benadryl every time he wanted to go out. Now that little boy like this.
I'm joking. Don't get that. Don't
do that. Don't do that.
No, I was joking.
Hey, Tasha, what's going on? Miss Precious was in the house. What's going on? Miss Green.
The comments real quick.
Get in the comments real quick. What's up, TikTok?
Juno, everybody said, Kalila said, she hope you're feeling better. You sound a lot better today than yesterday.
Yes, I'm feeling a lot better than I did. I went to a park and went for a walk and blow off some steam.
I don't know if he's home.
And Mike said, yeah, she got to do it, but it's just time for a vacation. Precious said, buy toys. Kalila said, Belle, why you always talking about food?
Because I'm fat. Let's just call a spade a spade. I'm fat and I enjoy a good meal. So if you want me to bring this pressure to you, you're gonna feed me. Just feed me, and I promise you, it's gonna be good. But listen, we're gonna get back to that. Today is mental. Listen, today is Mental Health Mondays. This is what we do on Mondays. We always address something that's going on. I have a special guest in here tonight. One of my great friends. I grew up with her as a child. She's amazing. She's easy to talk to, and she's gonna share some of her stories here. And we got some questions. And I will bring Miss Waterline to the stage. What's up, Queen? How are you?
I am doing wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Who mic is that? That's my mic or your mic? Hold on. Check. Mic check. Okay, what kind of phone you got, Waterline?
I got an iPhone.
Child, excuse me. Excuse me. So we bringing you up here because tonight is about mental health, and you have an interesting story that I think everybody should. Because you're not afraid to tell your story. Two, you living in your truth, you know. So one thing we want to talk about is HIV and AIDS in our community, and you're definitely a big advocate for it.
Thank you.
Would you like to share some of your story with everybody, please, Queen?
You want some or you want all?
I mean, we got some time. I'm trying to figure out where the echo coming from. Is it just me or is it you?
Is it better?
Let me see. Check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Yeah, they say I sound echo. It's me.
Okay, so hold on. Is it better now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I guess where I had it standing at, you was picking it up. Okay. All right. My name is, I love to go by my last name. I do not go by my first name. My first name is very unique. It's very easy to pronounce. It is 3 syllables. So it's called, my name is Waldeline, but like I said, I go by my last name is Francois. And the reason why I go by my last name now than ever is because it is a mental thing. So, given the fact that when I got diagnosed with HIV, I was devastated. I was shocked. I didn't know where to start, what to do, where to begin. All I know, it felt like it was the end. And one thing I did not do, I did not value myself. And myself was my last name. I was given a last name that I did not value. And I was putting my value into other people's hand, my happiness into other people's hand. So here's a little story about me, about when I got diagnosed. I got diagnosed when I was pregnant with my son. That is now no, he's not 14. Lord, time was moving so fast.
Yeah, you get him. Oh, go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, my son gonna be 13 this year, but I got diagnosed January 27th of 2010. Just found out I was pregnant with him. And when I found out that I was pregnant with him, I thought that was the end of it all, like the end of my life. And given that I speak Creole, I'm a Haitian, I speak Creole, I was not able to translate it to my mom, to tell my mom that I was diagnosed with HIV. Automatically, I told my mom that I was diagnosed with AIDS. Now, a lot of people do not know the difference between the virus and the AIDS. AIDS is like let's say a last result to the end, but it's not really the end because you can boost yourself back up.
Right.
Yes. So I got myself on medication, prevent from passing the virus to my son. My son is HIV negative. I am HIV positive. So he is considered as, I forgot the word. Well, we all learned that through COVID. When the word come back in my head, I will repeat the word. So go on. When I found out I was diagnosed with HIV or being pregnant with my son, I noticed immediately in his father's eyes that he was dealing with mental health as well too. I can't really speak too much of his story and his story, but I can say Mr. Travell, if you ever run back the video that we was recording with you last time, you will hear me
Yes, I have it.
Yeah, you will hear me tell him one day he'll be strong enough to tell his story. I always support people with mental health. When I was growing up, I'm going back and forth because this is mental health, and it's just going back from childhood and to the point to where I'm at right now, diagnosed with HIV.
Listen, Queen, this is your moment. Talk. We here for you, Queen. Go ahead.
Living with HIV. So when I was younger, growing up in the urbans, I was a troubled child. I was so troubled, and back then they used to just pass you on to the next class and didn't want to deal with you. So my mom didn't speak English, so we couldn't figure out what was really going with me. I had a learning disability, but back then we didn't know what a learning disability was. It went moving on. When they was about to say, you know what, we're going to kick her out of school. She's hardly not in school. She's hardly not coming. This was like in middle school year. And my son is here with me listening as I'm talking to you guys and stuff. This is something I do not hide from my kids. I let my kids know the truth. And so going to middle school, 8th grade, they ready to say, you know what, get out of Pompano Beach Middle School. You done. But lucky for me, I was introduced to Cross Creek in Pompano, where I had a few attempts. For suicide. I was very suicidal. I wanted to unalive myself many, many times. So I went to school there, alternative school. And boy, when I tell you, I wish I took the opportunity that was given to me, but because I was raised in a community, raised in a house where fear was built, where whatever happens in the house, stay in the house. You couldn't get the proper service, get the proper help. I wish if I could have taken the hands back of time and go back and get the proper help, I would have. That's the reason why I strongly advocate about mental health. I get my kids tested. I just turned 40 years old. I'm actually getting myself tested at this moment because a lot of people don't think that you can get tested, that we adults can have signs of autism as we going along. You have low function, high function. It's all there. So went to school to Cross Creek, graduated from Cross Creek. And this is something I don't too much share with people but now I am sharing with people. I didn't graduate in 2002 with a regular high school diploma. I actually graduated with a high school completion, whatever some type of high school diploma. I pushed myself to go to college. I struggled because I had a learning disability, but I didn't know what was the IP, what was put on my IP. So now having kids and going through that process, I'm like, whoa, my mama tried her best. She really tried her best, but she didn't know what she was doing, but she really tried her best. And I really appreciate my mom for everything that she have done for me. God bless her soul as she have left us in transition as of last year. So I struggled a lot. And then growing up, I was about 13 when I decided to get into a relationship with an individual, with my daughter father. I got into that relationship thinking that it was a healthy relationship, it was a good relationship, but technically I got into that relationship because I was being raped at many times where I grew up, in the neighborhood I grew up. But I took him as my shield to kind of get me away from that at the age of 13, 14 years old. So now I'm entering a relationship that I think is love, but it's really not love. It's really not love. So now I'm growing up with so much trauma, so much things that I'm packing in, that now after trying to unalive myself as a teenager, trying to get myself away from all this, and had a child at the age of 16, 17 as a teenager, it's just growing pain. So once I try to get my life back, try to take my life back, try to get in control, down the line, HIV came along and slapped me. So when I first got diagnosed, all I was thinking about was the child's sake. Now I'm entering now a second relationship with someone, having a child with a second person, and he's not there protecting me from someone raping me or a DV, domestic violent relationship or anything. Now I'm entering a relationship where we trauma bonding. I see your trauma because I've been there.
Right.
I see your trauma because I've been there and stuff. So now we trauma bonding. So I enter this relationship. So now I find out I'm diagnosed with HIV. That's another setback for me. It set me back, and I don't know how I am where I am today. Because once I start taking those medications, and I knew my son was safe and the virus was not going to be passed on to my son, I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not taking these medications. I just want to be unalive, call it what it is. It is it. But God had a way of circling back around to get me. I get a phone call that my uncle is very sick, came from the airport. He's in hospital. They call me. He's hospice. I don't know what hospice is. I ain't never dealt with no one in hospice. So now I'm taking care of him, find out he's diagnosed with AIDS. And as I find out he's diagnosed with AIDS, I'm taking care of him. I'm witnessing. I'm seeing how people are treating him, how people is coming around, don't want to be around, how people stay at distance. It was so painful. People was around me not knowing I was in the same boat as this man. And I'm here
treating him like crap.
Yes.
Scared to be. I've been around a couple of Haitian people, and mostly a lot of island people, and they call the word sida.
Yes, because that's what they are aware of. So now I just got the education of how to properly say HIV which is VIH and stuff. And I'm like, let me educate you real quick. It's the difference from the SIDA and VIH. It's the same way we say HIV and AIDS. It just they say AIDS and then HIV when it's not that way. But when we speak the language, it's spoken backwards. But I seen how they treated my uncle. I seen the pain, and I sat there with him before he transitioned, and I was hearing how he was telling his story, how he was saying that he hold the pain for so long because of shame, because of guilt, and everything else that came with it. And guess who's sitting listening that's experienced the same thing I am. Because now I'm with my son's father, where his family is using the Bible. Forget mental health and everything. They using the Bible to abuse me, to beat me down even more, they use the Bible in a negative way to get, like, mental health is serious out here.
Right.
People abuse the Bible to get a leverage on the next person. I'll tell anyone straight up, I don't know how to read the Bible, but I know a few words. I may not be able to tell you the script or repeat it, but I know who is God, because God is in me.
You ain't the only one, sister. You ain't the only one. I'm telling you.
It lives in me. So I when I tell people mental health, it was not recognized at all in the Haitian community. But because I walk in this life, and I see many others with different mental health issues, I was able to recognize others. I was able to recognize others and stuff, and got into this relationship and stayed in this relationship, letting this whole HIV have one up on me. But I had to be pushed. I was pushed by God. But when I say pushed by God, I had to put a lot of faith in me. I had to put a lot of prayer in me. I had to pour a lot of love in me to be the person I am today and show the person that I am. Not only that, I had to remove myself from my hometown. And let me tell you, I don't have a problem coming back to my hometown and preaching or speaking and sharing with others. But if I had stayed where I was at, I would have not grown. I would not move farther in life.
God always do it. He always do it.
Yes, because sometimes when people look at you, they look at you and see that person that you once was, and they stick to that person. Now, you sticking to that person that was 13 years old. I'm not
Right.
13 anymore. I
Right.
have grown. You sticking to that person that once was 21 years old. I'm not that person anymore. I have
Right.
grown. You sticking to that person that used to once upon a time be Miss Moline, little go side rider. I'm not that person anymore. I will never be that person anymore without my mother being here with me. I have changed. Time have changed, and as time have changed, I have learned not everybody change with time.
Man.
Not everybody have changed with time. So when I share my story, I don't just share my story and tell people, look at me and stuff. I try to meet others where they are at
Right.
and listen to their story and see
Right.
how I can assist them. Because my story is my story. What I went through was for me. I had to deal with what I had to deal with. But that doesn't mean that everybody got to deal with their situation. Because where I'm at today, I remember when I first got diagnosed, and when I tell you I stigmatized myself, and I didn't even know what stigmatized was. I was stigmatizing myself so bad because what I have heard that was so negative about HIV. And I did not want no one to ever walk into my shoes, and I never wanted to hurt the next person. So I didn't know better. I was buying plastic spoon, fork. I was doing things where like it was ignorant. It was
Oh.
very ignorant and stuff. I was getting Clorox wipe, thinking that if you sit in the seat that I sit in, you was going to get HIV. This is how ignorant I was because I was not educated. I was not educated. So when I got diagnosed in 2010 and then 2011 came around, I stopped taking my medication. God found a way to have me see what would happen. What would I had a choice. I didn't have a choice. Did I want to be HIV positive or not? That was taken away from me, just like my virginity was taken away from me. But I had a choice. Hey, do you want to go down this road, how this man is leaving? Or do you want to leave in a different way? Do you want to make a change? So I had to look at all that.
Right.
So when I looked at all that, and I'm like, wow, and then I get the death certificate, and the death certificate said he died from AIDS. And I'm like, I don't want that for me. I don't want that for me. What I want is a change. I want change, and I want to be the change. So I became the change. Now, if I flip-flop here and there all over my story, because my story is so much. It is so much.
It's your story, Queen. We not stopping you. It's your story.
It is so much. It's to the point I remember in 2020, I got a vision, and I moved from 2011. Now I'm in 2020. I got a vision and stuff. And everybody, you even told me that, Travell, one time. Why do I have to work with somebody? Why can I not be my own company?
I told you, be your boss.
And I said, but I need a name. I will make excuses on top of excuses. Now you call me and ask me for help, for assistance. Oh, I'm on top of it. I won't have a problem to helping you. But when it come up to me, I'll sabotage my own self.
Self-sabotage, yes.
I will self-sabotage my own self real quick because I didn't know better. Because I'm so used to the negative. It's not that I could not. I just was not adapting to positivity, because I've been all my life I've been surrounded by negativity. So 2020 came around, got a vision, and when I got the vision and stuff, because I kept on asking the good Lord, what would I name this? What would I name my business? If I ever make a business, if I ever have a business, what would I name my business? And out of nowhere, I came up with my social media name, Wonderless. No one ever asked me, not one time, why you call yourself Wonderless? Why you do this? Well, behind that, it all got to do with mental health. Because I wonder so much, I wonder what you think about me. I wonder what the next person is saying about me. I wonder. How about I wonder less? How about I do less of that and move on? And that's how I came up with that name. That's how I came up with the name Wonderless. And then if you look at the beginning of the spelling, can you please tell me what it says, Travell, when you spell it wonder?
WONDER.
Yes, I'm winning. It's a win. It's a I won.
Oh, you won. Okay,
I won.
Gotcha.
It's like I'm not a victim.
I was slow on that. I caught it though.
That's okay. Sometimes it's me. It's rubbing off.
Listen, I got special needs too, goddamn. First, but you listen. This is what I really quick. Me and the whole panel, we appreciate you. When you said some stuff again about saying how you used to do the wipes and all this stuff, I have a little brief story. My mom had AIDS, right? And the last time that I ever was in the room with her, I had came from Job Corps and she was sick real bad. She had lost her hair and her teeth or whatever. And she was like, baby, I need you to come sleep with me. And my mama was real hype all the time. She was real hype.
Shoot, look.
She was crazy.
It was a party. Go ahead.
And she was like, babe, come sleep with me. And to see her lose all that weight, I was so ignorant to the fact, thinking something was going to happen to me if I slept with my mom in the bed that night. And that was like my last opportunity of being with her before she passed. So when you said something about that ignorant stuff, that just made me feel like, that just like knocked the wind out of me. But at the same time, I know she's in a better place.
Yeah,
and
we don't know.
So good. It's so good for you to be this strong, Queen.
I greatly appreciate it. And I'm not being strong. I hear a lot of people say, I'm strong for my kids. No, you got to be strong for yourself first.
Facts.
It starts in with you first. Because when I tell you, I wanted to just end it all. Like, okay, my son is good. I literally just took a whole day off Friday. I'm like, I have a mental day. I got to take that break. I need to breathe. I've been studying too much. I've been doing too much. The ignorance is so strong that it made me go back to school. It made me go back to school where I had to go get the education, more education about HIV in 2018. And it was all God's calling at that time, because people get intimidated when it's even hard, even when I say trying to date, because people get intimidated, because I'm not going to let you play in my face, because I know better. I'm doing better. I am doing better, so I know better. So 2018, my daughter came along and she was in high school. I was so afraid. I had the fear in me, and if I let that fear in me grow, I would not have faith right now. My daughter came along and she wanted to tell her story. And I'm like, your story, baby, it's not your story to tell. It's my story. Because people will be quick to tell someone else's story. They will never tell you their story. They will be quick to tell other people's story. So I had a situation where I grew up with this young lady, and she did not know I was going through what I was going through. I would not drink out of a cup, because kids will quickly take your drink and drink behind you. I was ignorant, so I would drink out of a straw. So therefore, I know if you take my cup, you better not drink out my straw. And I just grew to now just loving drinking out of a straw. And that friend at that time decided she was going to tell my story. She was going to tell my story, and when she decided she was going to tell my story, it hurted me, because she didn't know my story. She couldn't do a better job telling my story than I can. So when my daughter said, can she tell the story, I was like, it's not true. She said, no, Ma. I want to tell my story of how your diagnosis affected me. And I never in a million years thought it affected my child. But it did, because she went from seeing mama pushing to get some type of education. She see mama working not one, not two, but 3 jobs. Once I was done with college, I went off to work in 3 jobs. So she seen her mom trying her best. And I didn't have her father to assist me at all. So when my daughter went to telling her story, I was mind blown. I was like, oh my God, I didn't think you seen this. I didn't think I was hurting you. I did not think. My kids found out my daughter found out I was diagnosed when I was at the doctor's office one day, very smart young lady. And she decided, well, mama, you ain't gonna let me see what survey you gonna fill. So I'm gonna go to the next person and go see what they filling out. In that moment, that's when I seen that she knew. So I took the opportunity to have that conversation with her.
That's what I was going to ask you. That's what I was going to ask you about, explaining it to your kids.
Yes, that's when I took the opportunity and explained it to her. That did not change her love for me at all. Now, when it came up to my son found out, and it was a day I was going to do a fashion show in Fort Lauderdale to fight the stigma. And I totally forgot I haven't told my son yet, because I was so busy being a mother protecting my children, because I did not want them to be bullied, and I didn't know what may have taken place in their life. And I forgot I didn't tell my son. So I went to the show. But before I was going to the show, he was explaining to me that his little cousin parents were in the medical field. One was a firefighter and the other one was a nurse. And the child was telling my son about HIV, whatever story it was. And when my son was talking to his other cousin, about what one cousin said about HIV, I had him repeat it, and I think I recorded him, but I was so busy getting ready for the show. It slipped my mind to have the conversation with him and everything. And I'm thinking that he's always on his device. He's always busy. But let me tell you, these kids can act like they busy and doing something, but their ears is an antenna. They paying attention. They listening. And that day he was actually paying attention. And he heard my voice came across the screen telling my story and everything. Recognized his mom's voice immediately. And that's the night I had to tell my son, yes, your mother and father is diagnosed with HIV. And that's when I took the opportunity to educate my son regarding HIV. So whenever I see an opportunity when it comes up to a young kid, I take it. And educate them as much as I can. So when my daughter told her story, that gave me the door. That gave me the door, and 2-3 days later, that's when I got. And now this is the same time my son found out mom and dad is HIV positive. So once my daughter explained to me how my HIV affected her and stuff, so that's why when I come to educating other people, I'm like, we need more peers out here, not just people that are diagnosed with HIV, not just people that's living with HIV. We need those people that also have family members that they are aware of to advocate, to speak up for us, to stand up for us.
Right.
So that's when I went to a 12-week course for education. I went for a 12-week course and did my internship and everything and became a peer navigator. So what a peer navigator is where I will help others as much as I can navigate the system, find ways to get them into care, stay in care, and maintain in care. So I graduated, did all what I had to do, and that's when my marriage became very rocky, because I became very intimidated for my husband at that time. So in 2020, get a call, got a job, went back to work. So the whole time, I think I did 10 years. I think I did 10 years of isolation, depression, staying away from people. It was no fun. I was in a scary, dark place. I was not living. I was dead in the inside. I was dead in the end. I'm like, wait a minute, I got all this life in me and I'm letting it to waste. I'm letting it to waste. So once I got the education, I start building the confidence and starting understanding that I can do more. And then I started being people walking Google. And I'm like, wait a minute, if I can help you out, I can help myself out. And people start taking abusing that, because yes, I do have mental illness. I learn in a unique way, and I teach in the way that I learn, because not everybody can read and understand, or understand and read. Everybody have their own unique way of learning. Now I have my unique way, and I'm learning how to embrace it. I'm learning how to embrace it. I used to be ashamed to get on that little short yellow bus to go to school, but now I don't. I am proud to be on that short yellow bus.
Hey, didn't they have the best air conditioning? We was never hot. I swear to God, they always crack up. Go ahead. I'm sorry, girl.
I learned how to cook in my little. It was They gave us the time of our life. They gave
best snacks every time. I had lunch at 9 o'clock in the morning. I ain't give a damn.
Why everything got to be about food?
It was lunch at 9 o'clock in the morning, Juno. I had lunch at 9 o'clock in the morning. Like,
it don't matter.
Even at Ely, we ate first. God
Lord,
damn.
I had a couple questions though. A couple of things I wanted to say.
Go ahead.
Okay, I wanted to say that it's amazing, like seeing how God moved in your life, like how you weren't trying to take those pills, but God said, I'm gonna show you. And it's like I love to say that God has such an amazing sense of humor, because he showed your butt. He said, I'm gonna take you over there with your uncle, since you don't want to do what I got planned for you. Let me take you over here. Let me show you.
Yeah.
Let me give you some humility, let you know it ain't about you. And he took you to your uncle. You took care of your uncle, and your uncle told you his story to let you know how important it was for you. So you were a blessing to your uncle, and your uncle was also a blessing to you. That's how awesome God moved. That's how awesome God moves. So I thank you so much for sharing that. And I want to make sure that everybody knows how God has been moving in you all this time. You are a living testimony. Yes, and I thank you so much for sharing your testimony. And I want you to keep pushing, because a lot of people need to hear this. Keep pushing. And I think it's amazing that how you're showing your kids how to move in adversity, to keep moving. That's amazing. So thank you for sharing with us today.
Yeah, but I would like to also say too, although we can be in a dark place, in dark moments, hurt people can hurt people. Instead of hurting the next person, try to find that love in you, because that love is so beautiful. It's amazing. It's much better than you would not grow. You would not grow at all. So like me personally, I tell my kids I would not speak bad of their father. As much as this man hurt me, and I can see his hurt and stuff. Matter of fact, I don't know if you can see. Okay, matter of fact, I had his name tattooed on me, and okay, the camera won't catch it. I had his name tattooed on me in just Friday the 12th. It was amazing. It was amazing because 7 years ago, I tattooed his name on me because I thought that was my forever after, man. Like, this was it. I'm not. And people ask me, will you get married again? What? I never stop loving. I never give up on love. So when we hear someone is diagnosed with HIV, we automatically think that that's the end of their life. That's the end of their love life. And that's what I did myself, because I thought that was the end. So I'm going to stick in this relationship. I'm going to stick in this marriage. I'm going to make it work. And that was not God's plan for me.
That was the question I was asking. Some people in the comments was asking about the depression. Even though you got past that and you still be having those moments, do you ever slip back into that from time to time?
Yes, and that's why I'm in therapy. That's why I stay in. And it's hard to find therapists these days. It's very hard because you got to find a therapist that work for you. You got to find that therapist that you can have a relationship with, you can have a communication with, that you can open with. And that's the same way they teach us to have that with our PCP, our primary care provider. We have to have that with our therapists, when they give us that homework to do, we got to do that homework. We got to put in the work. If we don't put in the work, they can't really help us. Until
our primary care advisor supposed to help us with therapy and stuff like that.
They'll give it a referral to see the therapist and stuff, but it's once you get in, you got to find the right therapist. Because I really thought therapists or therapists or whatever, it's whatever issue. Because when they do the evaluation, they are really technically trying to find you the right therapist for the source of the issue that you are having. Like I had to do a whole lot of child. I had to go do a whole lot of child
unpacking. Yeah. Yes, I get that.
Yes. So it's a lot. So yeah, therapy works. If you
I'm definitely looking for therapy. Last time I went to a specialist, they just said lose weight, but other than that, I be trying to get some help. You dig what I'm saying, Wileen? But I can't leave cake alone. Like I can't. I like
you going back into the hole again.
I like D Bonon. I like Swiss Squad. I like leg game. But it was crazy because I lost my grandma, my mom, my aunt, my uncle, all to the AIDS and HIV. So anytime I can take the time to sit down and speak with somebody who's so open about it, and also you just transparent. You say you're going everywhere, but all of it's interested in me. All of it's interested in me, and then the fact that you're here and you're giving insights. I hit you up. You was like, hell yeah, bro, and you was a part of the Taking Back My Life. We did a footage with you already that I'm gonna try to put up again.
But I jump on to any opportunity that is out there. People automatically, I have that a lot, where I even have that with issues with family, where people thinking that I'm on social media, I'm making funds. Stop counting my coins, stop counting my pocket. It doesn't matter. And stuff. I'm doing the work that God assigned me to. It's not what I picked, it's what He assigned me.
That's what I say. I'm getting God points. I'm earning God points, child. Please.
I was assigned to it. So I'm not even going to fight with certain things. I just let it be. Like when an opportunity is taken away from me, I don't ask God why. No, I'm like, God, you got this. You got something better.
Yeah.
You got something better for me. Matter of fact, I just took my state exam last year, and I passed one portion and I ain't passed the other portion. I woke up this morning, I'm like, look. I already passed in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah.
Yes. What you gonna celebrate? What kind of cake you gonna get? Because I love cake. Like you gonna get a Publix cake? What kind of cake you get? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, God. I can't.
Travell, add to my flowers, okay? We're gonna eat it today.
I wanted to know. You said you told your kids. How old were they when you let them know?
My daughter was about, I want to say 10, 11. Because she was just entering, it was right before she entered middle school. My son was about 8 or 9.
Wow, that's young. That's young.
Very young. Very young. And my son knew a little bit about HIV because when I left Broward County, now, quick story. When I found out I was diagnosed, because I was going by how people were telling me to do it. Don't get service here. Don't get service there, because people going to know your business and people this and that. Let me tell you, if it could have been the end for me. So when I first got diagnosed, I was the second patient for my OBGYN, and she didn't know. So she sent me to Miami, right? And when I went to Miami, my son's father's side of the family was okay with me being in Miami, but they was not looking at the amount of gas I had to put in the traffic and all that stress. So when I got to Miami asking me, what you doing here? They got service in Broward. I didn't know. I did not know. So I went back to Broward County to get service. So I got blessed. To move to West Palm Beach. So, they were happy that I went to West Palm Beach. And then I start noticing people that was living in, I'm like, y'all are going out your way for people not to be in your business.
To hide, yeah.
To hide and stuff. So me moving to West Palm Beach, I moved to, I was running, I was hiding and everything. Went to West Palm Beach thinking that would help my situation. I got homesick. my depression, anxiety went up the roof. I had to move back to Broward County. I had to be near my support. And that's the thing a lot of people don't understand with mental health. You have to have a support system.
But people don't be recognizing that they be going through these things first and foremost, and they too ashamed to tell people. It may
That's
be
what
people,
it is. They're ashamed. That
right?
not that they
It
don't
may be people
recognize
that'll help them, but they don't be telling people, like, you know, in our community, boy, shut up, you just being a punk. Don't do this, boy. Go sit down, man. You tripping out.
Also, I like to say that a lot of times people don't tell. Everybody doesn't have a supportive family. And
no,
I like
they
to
don't.
say that because sometimes you'll tell somebody and you think that they got your best interest at heart. Next thing you know, 10 other family members know, and you're not ready to tell your story. You get what I'm saying? You know, it ain't got to be no secret, but when I'm ready to tell it, I'll tell it. So that's why I think a lot of times people keep stuff inside because you don't want it. I'll tell it when I want to tell it, not when you want to tell it.
So let me tell you about this one right here. When I first got diagnosed, my mother asked me not to tell my sisters. And they was killing me inside because I wanted to tell my sisters. I wanted them to know just in case if something happened, because somebody have to take care of my children. And I know my mom was getting into that old age. And my mom told me not to tell my sisters. And guess who went back and told my sisters after telling me not to tell my sister? It was my own mom. So here, my sisters know of my diagnosis, that I'm looking them in their eyes and lying. They know I'm lying, but I want to tell them. And when I finally open up to tell my sister, they're like, we know, Mama had already told us. But I had this demeanor, this attitude, this rested. Let me not say that.
The B face.
Yes. So they knew I was not going to allow them enter my relationship, my marriage. It's like, if I like him, you love him. That's what it was.
No,
so
you got to be careful when you tell your folk, because you be like, kind of, if you still love that person, keep them people out your business, because you assassinating his character or her character in front of your folk, and that's gonna be the worst.
Man, I was assassinating my own character. I'm telling you, I was hurting me. But my family turned around being my greatest supporter.
Nice.
They became my greatest supporter. Now,
shout out Paul now.
Definitely. But now, living miles away from them in the Jackson metro area in Clay County, I'm not near no family. So I have back issues. I have sciatica, herniatus, and some other things with my spine. So now I have to get injections in my spine in order to relieve pain and stuff. So they have to give you medication where you can't drive and you need a driver, and they're not going to put you in the Uber or anything like that because they don't want nothing to happen to you. So, and this is where we need a lot of these peers out here. I was blessed to be sat down with organization with people that helps in groups and going, and that's another thing I do with the mental health. I go to not only the therapy, but I go to group. And my peer specialist, my peer navigator, my peer, he actually is the one that is assigned to, when I have these medical appointments, to go with me to assist me if I need assistance. We have caseworkers, we have we have all these different workers that's out here to provide these services. But guess what? If we keep our mouth shut, we're not going to get the services.
Hold on. First of all, when we get to 9, you need to give me these numbers because my big ass need the services too. People asking how old are your kids? What up, Yellow? I see you in the building. How old are your kids now?
I got a question as well.
My I have a 23-year-old daughter that is that don't live with me, married, just got married last year, celebrate her year anniversary, have a baby on the way. Yes, I'm a Mima. And then I have my son that is 13. So I only have 2, and because of my mindset and the stigma and not knowing so much, I decided to only have them 2, and that was the end of that story right there.
Go ahead, Juno.
I want to first mostly say I have so much respect for you for actually just telling your story, being able to be open about it. I am a child of a parent that had HIV. Well, not even HIV. When he was diagnosed, it was full-blown AIDS when he did find out. This year will make 20 years that my father has been passed away. I took care of him for 13 years while he had it. So I know exactly what you mean about the whole family and the whole nine. My question is to you, have you did you ever have to have your children go into therapy because of them dealing with the disease as well?
I introduced my kids to therapy. I let them know therapy is available for them. They have gone to therapy because I do not want them to just pack it in. So yes, my kids are very much aware of therapy. They've gone through the process of therapy. But they say they don't need it right now. So right now it's just not their time for therapy.
I mean, when we love on you. You know, my mom. I just that's the only regret I ever have in life. Nothing that I've ever done, but that time that I could have slept in the bed with my mom. That's the only thing.
You gotta forgive yourself, Jarrell.
Listen, give me time. Like, bro, I shoot this. Oh God, it's just be working me up. You know, you see a lady one way. I go to Job Corps. I come home. All her teeth were gone, and the wigs and the wig. Like, oh, bro, I can never forget that. Seeing her get on the bed, and I could never unreplay that in my head. And I'm so sorry because that lady was awesome. I didn't know about mental health, but I knew she was dealing with something. And to see her go down like that tore me up. It tore me up. So I always have this mindset. No matter when I have time to bless somebody else, I'm gonna always do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about the tangible things anymore. I don't care about none of those things, man. It's just I'm earning my God points because people like you and Toya dad who went through it and my family who went through it and people probably in the comments family that went through it, bro. I pray that you guys are in a mental good space because it really matters. And people don't think about it. Your mental really matters. And I say this all the time. It ain't really the disease that kill you. It's your mind because you be really stressing out. So people be living fine until they find out they got HIV or AIDS. Then they stress themselves to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times that do be exactly what it is. Me as being one of the kids that did find out, I definitely shut down. I went into a big stage of depression after I found out my dad had it. So that's why I was wondering, were your kids really affected by it? Because I know I shut down for a long time. And then I was also pregnant at the time when my dad was diagnosed. So it was like it was really bothersome when I did find out. So that's why I was really concerned about how your kids, how did it affect them when they first found out? Did it settle in and they kept moving, or did they stop, pause, and like, okay, this is a disease that normally kill my mom, like kill people. How did it affect them as they got older? At what point, like, you think about like this is a disease that's deadly?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. That is going to be something that I hope and I pray that one day my kids share publicly their experience, because I can't speak for them,
Right.
but I can say from what I have heard from them. See, my son does not know the mother my daughter know. They experience two different mothers. So what I mean by that, my daughter experienced the mother that was able to work 12 8-hour shift, 16-hour shift. The mother that was able to go to school and do this and that. My son is now is being introduced to that mother, is now seeing that mother. But the downfall of that, this mother that he's seeing now, because remember, I said I did about 10 years and all he seen was his dad working. See, no one really knew that I had income adding to the dad income. So everyone thought it was just the dad that was bringing income in. So, because I'm a hustler one way or another. I'm going to find a way. If I look, the dad had assistant, so the government is going to always be the second man in my life. Hope it don't continue. But my son is now seeing this mother. The downfall about this mother that he's seeing, this mother cannot even barely do a 3 to 4 hour shift. This mother is struggling, but I'm still pushing myself. To go into board meetings, other conferences to know about education about HIV. Not only know about it, but be the voice that is out there for other people, and seeing where the funds are going and how is the funds are being used and what service that is out there for other people. It is difficult. It's more difficult for me because I'm not tied. I am my own person. So it is difficult for me because I don't have the system there. But because I have my ears open to hear and see what's going on and getting other inputs and other people view and putting it on the table when I go to these meetings.
Right.
So I can't speak for my kids. They will have to be the one, and I pray God one day that they do more than I am doing for myself right now. But I can't say it is hard. It's very hard because my son is now seeing the mom, because now I'm back. I never in a million years imagined being a single parent again. That was, I never thought about it. I didn't sign up for it, but I'm a single parent again. And at this moment, I'm not just a single parent. I am a guardian. I don't even want to say I'm my son. I can't even be his mother when I got to be both parents. So now I'm just a guardian because I have to do it all by myself.
I never heard it like that.
Yeah.
I never. But listen, real quick, on a lighter note, you're amazing.
Thank you.
You're beautiful. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful that you never gave up on yourself. I appreciate you for coming here and sharing your story. Thank you for answering the questions. Thank you for being a beautiful woman. Thank you for being everything you are to yourself and your kids, because they need you. And we, in the comments, everybody greatly appreciate you sharing your story, Queen.
Thank you. Well, before I say this, I want to before I leave, I want to say this. If I had let HIV rob me, and I'm gonna say rob because that's what HIV does, is rob a whole part. I'm sorry, I'm trying to log in for my son doing something. Is a robbing situation. If I let HIV rob me, it was gonna rob me of a lot of things. So with my daughter being a mother soon herself, I had to learn when I was like, with the children, I was like, hold on, let me take this back the way I want to say it.
Take your time, girl. Take your time.
Because I am diagnosed with HIV, I'm not going to tell these kids, do not have sex. Do not have sex. Instead, then turn around and ask the child, when you going to have some kid, whatever. I'm going to take the opportunities and educate these kids. Just because this happened to me, I don't want this to happen to you. So this is my time to educate these young folks. Not only the young folks, because sometimes you got to educate the old head too and retrain the mind.
Straight up. No question, real question. I'm gonna get a little personal.
Go ahead.
So now that you came to grips with HIV, right?
Yes.
You're taking your medicine. You're
Yes,
still human. You're still
Yes.
human. You know,
Go ahead.
I mean,
Go ahead.
You busting wide open.
I think I know where you want to go at.
I got it. Are you dating? Are you seeing anyone? What's going on in your love life?
Busting wide.
He trying to say somebody trying to slap them
He
cheeks.
being
That's
so
what it is.
nosy.
He could have said it right. He could have said it a little nicer though. Come on, man.
He being so
nosy.
nosy.
Now,
Come on, you already know.
Me and Brother Travell,
Yes.
I'm being professional and I'm being nice.
Yes.
I'm not innocent. I'm not innocent. Let me make that clear.
Okay.
I'm not innocent by a long shot.
Because I'm in here hunching. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Let me turn my mic off.
I seen this on TikTok not too long ago.
No, don't you talk about my TikTok. Don't you talk about my TikTok, please.
No, not your TikTok. Someone else said I can't. I'm too busy plugging in the I'm sorry. I'm too busy plugging in the wall. And then I can't get the real flowers. But anyways. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm trying to be nice. All right.
Listen, you know when you come over here, we gonna talk.
All right, but I am definitely single. I am open. I'm opening now to date. Now the first year, when I was in the process of the divorce and stuff. Cause let me tell you, these side chicks getting real bold these days.
No.
Yeah, it hit me. I never really so
dirty bit. I'm sorry.
I never really told this story. I never really spoke about it and stuff. So in 2020, when I decided I wanted to move to not Jacksonville. Originally I wanted to move to St. Augustine, but got into the Jackson metro area, got where I'm at in Clay. So when I originally wanted to move, it was supposed to be me and my children and my husband at that time. But God said, baby, I'm moving you. I ain't said I was moving you with him. So, and because we were doing everything together, like this is my husband and stuff. So at one point, got approved, found out I was moving, and he was doing his own little thing. And one Saturday morning, came back from Jacksonville, going back home. They said I couldn't move, but they didn't tell me that I couldn't go visit Jacksonville. So I went to go visit Jacksonville on my way coming back home, and I didn't get to see him. And then that Saturday morning, a chick blowed me up and was like, I got something to tell you. You need to get in touch with me. But I kind of seen the chick on my social media page a few times, and I ignored her. I ignored her until she contacted me that Saturday morning and was like, I have something to tell you about your husband, and if you don't get in touch with me and about your husband, I'm gonna make it public, blah blah this. And I'm like, try to tell me something out. Like, why you contact me? Tell me why you contacted me. And when I didn't take it serious or anything, so I called him. I said, hey, tell your chicks leave me alone. Whatever you got going on between y'all, keep me out of it. And this man ghosted me ever since. So when I got a hold of his phone, I actually seen his phone, and I actually seen that she texts him that she texts me to let him know she was not playing and stuff. So the lady sent me a whole video of them having intercourse.
Oh, the nasty. Let me show you.
So I was like, I don't want to be a part of this mess. This is the reason why I stayed in this relationship, thinking that I'll give you all of me, and I can save the next person. And I'm like, I don't want to be in this mud. I don't want people to think that I have to do with anything that he got going on. But I can tell someone this, and I can guarantee this: from the time he was with me to the time that we were no longer together, he was undetectable. Not that I'm telling his business or anything like that, but I'm just saying and stuff. So yeah, ever since then, this man have ghosted me. I got divorced 7 months later. I got divorced and stuff. But when I got divorced, since we're in mental health, it was not easy. I was still, in my mind, I was still chasing him. I was still running behind him. I still had feelings for him because I was with him for a good 13 years or 12, whatever and stuff, from 2008. So it took me quite some time to let go, even though he had done me wrong, did me dirty, ghosted me, did not want to speak to me, did not want to co-parent, still haven't. And so I think 2022, I met someone that we became friends
only,
no benefits, that helped me get over the no, friends only. I promise you to God. Friends only, but hey, he let me have a hammerhead. The hammerhead works real well.
Oh, he's so nasty.
not the rose, but
oh God.
But yeah, but after my mom passed away in 2022, I went into working, focusing more in growth and stuff, doing trainings and other things, and hopefully I will be in the jail system or the hospital system soon once I finish getting all my certifications and stuff. But no, I'm not dating no one. I would love to. My heart is open for love.
Listen, take your time, Queen. Take your time. You deserve it. No more talk about your hammerhead. You look nasty. I told you, I swear to God. And Corey Whiteside is asking for this alleged porn video. I mean, nude.
I ain't say nothing about that.
You said they had the tape of intercourse. Corey Whiteside allegedly is asking for this tape. That's all I'm trying to say. But anyway,
I don't think I said
no,
it.
no,
I
no,
had to let that go.
no, don't go there. Listen, for everybody on the panel, we greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, Queen, for coming in. We appreciate you. We love you.
Thank you.
You have a home now here at Big Daddy's house.
Thanks.
Anybody on the panel want to ask Waleed something before she get out of here? I mean, Miss Francis. I'm sorry.
Miss Francois, that's okay.
Francois. Let's go.
Hey, welcome to Clay County. I've been staying in Clay County for a long time now. Jacksonville area. I'm from Pompano also. Small world we live in. I stay in Green Cove Springs.
Oh, you're not too far from me. I'm in Fleming.
Yeah, so you're right down the road, but you know it's a small area. But the things about that you bringing awareness to, just continue to bring awareness and always let people know, you know, the truth about themselves and how to bring it out without, you know, putting other people in jeopardy of feeling like they can't express themselves how you express yourself. So continue doing a great job.
Thank you.
Anybody else on the panel?
I just want to say that I truly salute you for being so strong, for being a single mom and taking care of your children and allowing them to be a part of your journey, instilling in them what they need to know about your condition, because I know it's not easy, and I know that it wasn't easy. My question to you is it like the more that you speak about it, does it make it easier for you?
Okay, so when I first was telling my story to others, I was telling others my story to push them away from me. So I thought that was a great idea. I only learned that only drawing people more to me. I used to tell my story with tears. I used to cry and I used to tell it with a sobness and stuff. And even when my daughter started to tell her part of her story, I said, "Baby, you're not ready yet. You're not ready until you could tell that story without tears in your eyes. You're not ready." But I had learned that those tears of mine were nothing but tears cleaning my soul and open a pathway. So now when I tell my story, I tell it with love and joy and happiness. And and I don't mind telling my story now. So yes, it helps me because it's therapeutic for me to get it out. So yes.
Did you
hold on, real question. Like this is like something serious, and I'm sorry to pry. This is really, really serious. And I know you've been going through a lot, right? And I know that, you know, this is heavy on you, but we want to know what a hammerhead is. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. Everybody.
It's not a okay. Well, go to Amazon, Google hammer vibrators.
I can't believe you told us that.
I'm very open.
You are so manly. Thank you, man. Thank you. www.hammerhead.com. We greatly appreciate you, Queen. You are more than welcome to ever come back up with us. If you have anything that you promoting, you pushing, and you like, Prevail, I need to come on Big Daddy's house and tell my damn story. You know you are welcome. And thank you for sharing Hammerhead, because I know a lot of these people Googling it right now because they look coochie dirty. You know, they just itchy little coochies. Thank you so much, Queen.
All right. Thank you.
We greatly appreciate you, man. Have a great night, okay?
You too.
And we love you. Just calm down. I'm gonna talk to my people like I do always. Look here. Hold on. This thing is giving me a hard time. Tonight is the night that we are going down. We are being deliberate and intentionally growing this podcast. Hold on. Let me bring this thing up real quick. Whitehead up by 20. Talk to him before we get out here, my boy.
Hey, man, we appreciate our guest tonight. You know, she came in, she gave us the truth, she gave us facts, and we appreciate and love what she's doing by bringing awareness. Hey, y'all, keep winning. Do it every day. Whatever you go through, just pray.
Thank you, Whitehead. Oh, Deezy and the Beezy. What's happening, my kneesy? You've been quiet tonight. Talk to me, brother.
I greatly appreciate her telling her story because even though I'm not on the same road that she's riding on right now, I do understand what it is that you have to deal with, you know, certain events that, you know, changes your life in a matter of how she's going through. Yes, we're on two different ends of that spectrum, but I appreciate it because it lets you know that there are people out there that's just as strong as you are and continue on moving in that path of righteousness. So, you know, episode 43, we done. We love y'all.
It's definitely 44. We 44. We at 44.
Hey, you moving fast, man.
But listen, bro, I love you too. I love you from the bottom of my heart, bro. Dealing with dialysis, what you hear every day. You hear every day, bro. Words I can't put it in words, bro. You never complain. You never ask for much. You hear all the time, bro. Even when you're tired, you hear all the time, and that means the world to me. But I ain't gonna get emotional like that. Sandra D, thank you, OD. I love you, big bro. Sandra D, talk to me, Queen.
What an amazing show. I'm glad that we had that guest on. I mean, you cannot get up and act like you're tired when you hear somebody that has went through so much and they keep striving and going and pushing. So I thank her for sharing her story. And if she encouraged me, I'm sure she encouraged so many others. Again, y'all, thank y'all for your likes, y'all shares, y'all comments, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same happy place.
And I want to shout out to my girl, Miss Smith, just came in. She said Wiggins. She just said Wiggins. Remember we had the incident at BCT where the young man got his life taken away from an employee. This was her baby father. And our hearts and prayers go out to you, Smitty. We love you, Queen. You and the newborn baby. You know, Big Daddy's house adopted him as a godchild. We love you, Queen, and you're strong. Thank you for going through this. We got people here who beats cancer. We got people here who not at home. We got people who had to struggle and get through it. All you guys who came up with us every night being intentional. We love you. We love you. See, Renee, with something to say, it's your quarter. Use it.
I just want to give a shout out to our guest tonight. Awesome job. Stay up and keep the faith pushing. Because you are motivation to not only your children, not only to us, but you are and will be and can be motivation to someone else to tell their story. To everyone in the comments, we thank you guys for coming out and spending time with us on tonight. And a big thanks to our supporters. See you guys tomorrow, same time, place.
You already know I love you guys. Juno, I know you've been busy today, girl. You know you've been going through it lately. We appreciate you, Queen, for being intentional and still camming up, even though you're going through it. Talk to me.
Oh, yeah, I had to go walk a couple miles to see if I can walk some of these pounds off because I'm too thick. Anywho,
set your ass up. Go ahead.
See, you always being mean to me. You see, when I come back from not being in the sick and the shut in, then you're gonna be like, you need to go back in. That's okay. I'll be back. Anyway, positive note for the end of the night. Nobody is responsible for my happiness, but I appreciate the ones that add to it.
It's pretty dope. That's actually pretty dope. But I love you guys. Thank you. Shout out Silla B's Kitchen. You know, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Silla B's Kitchen up. You dig? Shout out my brother DC over there at a Cigar Porn Smoke Shop. Thank you, Cigar Porn Smoke Shop. My brother Scott Sobel. Thank you guys. So over there at gotinjured.com. We greatly appreciate you. Raw Pieces. You know, family Raw Pieces. 7 days a week. Make sure you get over there. Raw Pieces. We can't forget about my brother Al over there at Glass House Custom Pools. Support Glass House Custom Pools, man. Y'all do what y'all need to do and be intentional. We greatly appreciate y'all, man. We need you guys to keep pushing this podcast. It's so many great things that we can do together. We're not just taking from our community. We want to help and uplift our community, and we want to build. I'm telling you, dog, give me the time, bro. Like, subscribe, share this every time. Even if you're not watching it, share this live. Tell these people, boy, Big Daddy and them got something over there, bro. And I promise you, when it's time, I won't disappoint you. Let's go, y'all. Oh, welcome to Big Daddy's house, y'all. To Big Daddy's house. Welcome to Big Daddy's house, y'all. To Big Daddy's house. Welcome to Big Daddy's house, y'all. To Big Daddy's house. Welcome to Big Daddy's house, y'all. To Big Daddy's house. Welcome to Big Daddy's house, y'all. To Big Daddy's house. Welcome to Big Daddy's house, y'all. To Big Daddy's house. Welcome to Big Daddy's house, y'all. To Big Daddy's house. Welcome. Welcome. Y'all know I love y'all little musk ass. Good night, everybody.